Okay, so a few people have asked me about how, is there any option we could have where we can actually maybe work through the briefs, the new briefs that we've done for our students, without obviously making contact with our students. And this is a piece of software called Screencast-O-Matic, which actually allows you to just capture your screen and talk over whatever document you have open at the time on your screen. Okay, so it's Screencast-O-Matic, so I'm just going to start it now. Now, the good thing about Screencast-O-Matic is that it actually uses a webcam, and you may not think that's a good thing, but actually what they're saying is really, you know, for your student kind of to see you while you're going through it actually will help them and maybe kind of engage them a little bit more. Okay, so basically we have, I have a free version of this, so I'm just going to launch the free recorder. Okay, and now you can see my little webcam up the top. Hi. I haven't actually started recording in Screencast-O-Matic yet because I'm actually recording using a different piece of software to show you how to use this piece of software, if that makes sense. Okay, so we have it open. So down here in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the option to record. So I'm going to click on the record button. Okay, you're given a countdown. Okay, so imagine now you're doing your recording of your chat to your students, okay, and you have your a brief open in front of you, and basically you work your way down through your brief and you talk about how, you know, that what you're gonna focus on. So for example, that the learning outcomes for the brief are, you know, the submission date is such and such a date, and to emphasize the date and the fact that we're not taking any late submissions or whatever, basically. And then you might work your way through different parts of the actual brief, and that's it. And you're talking away as if you're in the classroom. Obviously, you're not getting to ask any questions, but you can still talk away as if you're in the classroom and go down through every detail that you might usually add if you're in the classroom speaking to your group, rather than just what you've written in the actual brief itself. Once you're finished, then what you're going to do is down here again, the bottom right hand corner, you have the option to bring up the little box again, and you're going to click on done. Okay. Now, you have a few options here, okay? You could go in and edit your video. So, for example, if you had made some mistakes, just lose that, sorry. You know, this is your video here, basically, okay? If you had made some mistakes, what I tend to do is, if I make a mistake, I'm saying something, I make a mistake, what I would tend to do is I will pause. Okay, so you can see then where it's flatlined, where there's been no sound, and you know that your mistake is just slightly before that. So you actually, it's possible to go in then and just edit that bit of the actual file. Now, you know, it does take a little bit of work, so unless you're kind of want to really get to know it, I'd probably just leave it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually save it as a video file, and the reason why I'm saving it as a video file initially is to actually check what size it is, because if it's a file that I could upload directly onto Moodle, I will do, but otherwise I'd have to upload it to YouTube. Now, that's not that difficult, so we'll talk you through that. But basically what I'm going to do is just click on publish. It's going to publish the file. You can see there's recording number 7. Okay, so that took about 20-25 seconds, but you don't need to know that, because, or you don't need to sit through that kind of quiet time. So I actually kept very quiet there purposely so I can delete those kind of 20 seconds out of my final video. Okay, so I just want to browse my folder and have a look and see what size it is, basically. And it's there, number 7. And if I just maximize my screen, yeah, I can see it's quite a big file. Okay, so it's not going to work with me just uploading that into Moodle itself. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to go on to my YouTube channel. Okay, so basically all YouTube channel is when you actually sign into YouTube, you get a channel, basically. Okay, so there's a little picture up here in the top corner, and you just click on it. Once you've set your channel up, click on it, and you can go into your channel. Okay, so it brings up your channel. Okay, and this is just other videos that I would have done previously. Okay, so basically what I want to do is I'm going to click on this to create a new video or post. Okay, so you just click on that and you're going to upload your video. Okay, so basically we have the option here to drag or drop files. So if I go into my folder where I have my file, which is recording number 7, and obviously you can name it whatever you want, I'll just leave it recording number 7 and drop it over here, and you can see it's starting to upload. So I'll just lose this. Okay, now it's given a title, so I'm just going to go Okay, I'm just going to let it be called using Screencast-O-Matic, and you can see it's processing the video, but you can still continue on while it is processing. So you can just click on the next button. And again, you know, video elements, once you kind of used it, you might start using some of those, but for the moment, we'll just leave it as it is. So click on next. Okay, and I have no problem with setting mine to be public. Basically that anybody can kind of look at it if they search for it. Okay, you can set it to private if you want, but you know, public is fine. And then just publish. And this sometimes can take, you know, a while. It depends. Okay, not in instances. That's grand. So it's 95% processed. Okay, works basically, and then you can click on close. So once you have it uploaded, you can see all your different uploads here. Okay, so basically what we'll do is we'll just view it on YouTube. And what we're looking for there is now the embed code so that we can embed it on our Moodle page. Okay, so if you remember, I've already shown you in a previous video how to actually get the embed code from a YouTube channel and then embed it in maybe a label or a page on your Moodle page, basically. Okay, so really, so imagine now you're doing just pausing me there, okay, because you don't want to listen to me twice. Could you imagine? That'd be great. Okay, so share, embed code again. Okay, and you're going to copy this, and this is the code that you will embed in your label. Generally, label's good on a Moodle page because it'll display directly on your Moodle page, or if you want, you can embed it into a page on your Moodle page, which means it'll just take you away from the home page on Moodle, but just open up another page. So just very quickly, we're on Moodle here. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to take a label and add it. And then in here where my label text goes, if you remember, I just click on down arrow, look for my little HTML, and then paste in the code from my little YouTube clip on YouTube, and save and return to course. And if it slowly goes down again, you know, you have your actual now you'd give it a proper name. Obviously mine's using Screencast-O-Matic, yours would be overview of your assignment or whatever, basically, so you'd have it like that. Okay, once you're done, you're done.